In this video, we talk about halal and haram jobs in Islam. The word halal is the usual term used in the Quran to designate lawful or allowed, and haram, Arabic term used for unlawful, for forbidden. There are various ways for achieving wealth. In this competitive living, huge earnings play an important role in making life meaningful. People want to compete with others through the power of money. Earning more money is not a bad thing, but in a lawful way. But it sometimes becomes a very difficult question whether our income is legal or illegal. Muslims have these questions when they go for a new job or businesses. What should we do for selecting a profession? Here we will discuss some general rules about halal and haram sources of income and some clear haram jobs and businesses everyone should avoid it. The first thing is that basic rules for halal and haram professions. The first thing is that if you are doing a job where the major activity of the work is haram, you can't work for any position in that company. Let us give an example. If a company is based on selling or advertising alcohol, you are not allowed to work for that company under any condition because alcohol is a major sin. So if the major activity is totally haram, you can't work for any position in that company. And if you are going to do a job in a company that is partially haram mixed, you can work for a post that is not directly supporting or involving haram acts. If major activity is not forbidden, then you can work for that company but not for that post that is directly involved in the haram services. For example, if a 5-star hotel is offering servicing alcohol, you don't work in bars, but in other departments as a cook, receptionist, or cashier. But the alcoholic should not be a major service of the hotel. All other jobs which are fair and don't contradict Islamic rules are halal. The second thing for basic rules for halal and haram businesses is that halal business. Any business that does not contradict the Islamic teachings and rules of Sharia is halal and permitted. Whatever a man earns, no matter how big or little, it must be halal. The second one is haram businesses. All businesses and trades that practice not result in a free and fair exchange of goods and services are considered prohibited and haram in Islam. For example, bribery, stealing, and gambling. Therefore, all forms of deceit and dishonesty in businesses and trades are prohibited in Islam. Islam does not allow any income generated by lying, cheating, or stealing. Here are a list of haram jobs and businesses in Islam. The first is riba, interest. Riba is a demand for profit on the loan. If someone demands any kind of profit or interest on the loan, it is called riba, interest. In Islam, giving loans means helping humans just for the sake of Allah Ta'ala. So any businesses, job or trade which takes the benefits of giving money or any other objects is haram. Riba is a major sin in Islam. You can't make it legal from a different angle of thinking. You can't make this income legal by doing it indirectly. Any bank which is totally based on riba, you should avoid doing a job in such banks, especially for the posts which directly interact with the riba transactions and teachings. Any business which encourages riba is haram. Any trade or source of income that works for riba is haram. The second one is alcoholic and gambling. Khamr is an Arabic word for intoxication definition as a alcohol. Gambling, kumar या फिर मैसर is haram in Islam. So any drugs related profession is haram. Any businesses that involves any activity like selling alcohol, servicing alcohol, drinking alcohol, working in an alcohol company, making it is haram. Engaging in lottery or gambling, working for gambling activities is totally haram. And also Islam is strictly against bribery and corruption. Pork businesses. Any kind of pork related business or job that involves selling pork, cooking pork, servicing pork, working for a pork hotel or restaurant is totally haram. Music and dance. Music, movies, dancing and other pornographic content is haram and prohibited in Islam. Any post for organizing music and movies is haram. Every contributor in the production of music, dance and movies is doing a haram thing. Women exposing herself. For women, any profession in which women need to expose themselves, like in advertising, acting, where free mixing involves, like in movies and dramas, is prohibited. Free mixing between men and women is not allowed. Idols, status, and drawing human pictures. Any business related to a status or idol making, selling, or marketing is haram. Ideals and statuses are acts of shirk. Selling magazines, books, and posters that promote such haram things is also a haram thing. Sharing forbidden, misleading, porn, shameless content. This is a general guideline about the haram things which involve forbidden acts in Islam. You need to observe whether your income is concerned with these acts or not. Creating or sharing any misleading and forbidden content and objects. Any pornographic work, support, promote directly or indirectly is totally haram. Creating and promoting shameless content. Future trading in cryptocurrency. According to certain Muslim scholars, trading in cryptocurrency is forbidden since it has no intrinsic value. There is no economic value to it, nor does it return any sort of origin. Who future trading and margin trading is haram and forbidden. There is another rising question about crypto trading, although trading in crypto is permitted by most Islamic scholars. Future trading and gambling like activities is crypto and haram. If you have any questions about a specific jobs or business, please leave us a comment below. You will have answer from enthusiastic Islamic scholars. Halal jobs and businesses in Islam. Every other job which does not involve any act mentioned above could be considered a halal job. You can ask for any job by leaving a comment below.